Hey everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. This incredible creation, this is our boat-shaped and themed rental cabin that we're building here in southern Indiana. It's in the middle of the woods, it's on a river town. It makes sense, we've explained it in other videos. Today is an awesome step. Let me show you why. We have basement, main level, second floor, wheelhouse. And on each one of those levels, as you can see leaning here, we've got windows to install still. So we have that window to install, this window to get installed. We've got to frame out our permanent opening for the wheelhouse and get that window installed. But probably what I am most excited about as we head down the spiral staircase are these porthole windows. We've got a special guest coming in today. He made these windows himself. We're gonna kind of test fit them, show them off, talk a little bit about these windows, and figure out a game plan, you'll see, on how we got to frame all that in. Obviously, step one, I got a little weed eating to do. As far as some other updates on this, you can see in the background, we've been working on some electrical. We've got all the electrical, all the plumbing supplies in. We are golden with the bank. Once these windows are in, they just kind of want it sealed up and then they're happy with that. And then we have to have this thing rent ready by October because that's when our builder's policy runs out. That's the big crunch, the big deadline. All right, so Dave is here from Sassafras Valley Woodworking. You guys see him in the comments all the time, and he will leave a comment that I can pin so you can find his channel. But he's made the windows for the portholes.
This is the outboard, the outside end, and this is the inside end. It's made so that this part here can come off. It is just a trim ring. It's made out of wood. Everything in the front here that's exposed is plastic. Okay?
All that's PVC, right? Yeah.
Except the glass. And that's 1/4 inch tempered glass.
Tempered glass.
So the way this works is, well, let's start with what you got. This is the very same size. It's octagonal, 8-sided. This is the very same size as the windows. As long as this fits, the windows will fit.
Looks like it fits.
I don't know if you have any shims or anything like that, but I left plenty of room so that you could fit it, okay?
Perfect.
And that gives you essentially a 12-inch window inside there. Having said that, this is what the window will cover, okay? It will not cover all of the outside.
Right.
But if you're going to bring something in and still have clearance, and you want to do that, because you're gonna have to, whatever you're gonna do to the outside of this to cover this,
yeah,
you'll obviously have to do it before you put the window in, because that's one piece, right?
Right.
So this template here is made so that you can figure out just how much of this is going to have to be covered with something else.
Well, can we slide it in there just to get a little bit of a look of it real quick?
Okay.
There it goes.
Okay. So,
oh, I see. Okay.
According to the dimensions, I made it so that this needs to be the top.
Okay.
And on there, it's marked showing that this is marked in the same place that is.
Oh, marked this, gotcha.
Now, these holes are drilled so that you can take 1.25 inches more off and the dowels still work.
Okay, if I need to trim this up for depth.
So don't worry about your dowels bottoming out, okay?
Perfect. I think it looks pretty awesome, don't you? I love that. I gotta stand back here and look at it. It looks good.
You're gonna have a window in there.
You're gonna have a window in there.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. He's got videos on his channel on how he made this. There's several videos on all the steps he took to make these, so I'd encourage you guys to go check it out because it's pretty awesome. It looks phenomenal. Well, I can't thank you enough, Dave.
Well, sure enough.
It looks great.
Sure
We'll have to have you down here when it's all finished. Are those not the coolest looking things? We're gonna get these installed later in the video. We got them safe and sound sitting in the bedroom here. A little bit of a spoiler alert in the background, but you guys will figure it out. I wanna get these other windows installed, including the wheelhouse window installed, and we'll save these bad boys for last. If you've been with us at all on any of this build, you've seen me install plenty of these windows, so we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this section. But if you're new to the channel, just real quick, we're just running this liquid zip flash on the outsides. That's what we're running. This is already pre-shimmed in the corners, so we know that this is good and level. We can set it right on top of that. Make sure we got it the right way up, which we do. Set it up on my shims. Nope. There we go. I'll run a couple nails in just to kind of hold it. We can double check some things on the inside. How come you didn't install this window when you did the other windows, Mike? So So I'm pretty centered left and right, which is good. Check this gap. Yeah, we're tight at the bottom of the gap, loose on the top. What I'll do, because we've got my nails towards the top, I think I got enough shim here. And then making sure I don't have any sag in the center here. And nails all the way around. And then we're taping with the zip tape. Same process for this window, except we gotta get her up there. What is, same step upstairs, except, you know, the stairs part. It's a window. Neat, huh? It opens. So this section here, if you look up into it, that is up into the wheelhouse of the boat. And initially, we planned on some kind of ship's ladder coming down that we could use. We thought about attic stairs and a whole bunch of options we considered. And there are some things that are doable and code compliant for getting guests to go up in there. But even though they are code compliant and doable, there's nothing that I feel is safe enough to get someone up there. Things I would do if it was my personal, I was moving in here, having a good time, you know. But, you know, I don't know strangers' abilities. We're just not gonna do it. The plan that someone suggested, and I love, is let's just make a big opening there. People could look up in there. It's like a big skylight. It adds a whole new element to the room. It's opening. All right, you guys go first. Definitely some wasps flying around up here, but that's okay. We got some spray and we got the agility of a cat. 17-year-old cat that's been hit by a car, but a cat nonetheless. I know. How you doing? Step one, we're gonna cut the floor out. Fancy windows. Oh, yes. And we'll have to piece some of this out just since she's already nailed to the joist. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm loving this look already. I like what we got going on. I mean, it's gonna be super cool. There we go. Yes. There we go. Okay. See if we can get this piece in. Oh, handy little tray. Let's see if we can get this in. Picked up some 2x8s. We got to go up there and do a little bit of framing, and then we can get that window busted out. Should have brought a taller ladder up. It's a little awkward at this point. It's okay. Now, here we go. Got it. We got to put that header in up there. I built this out the header because I didn't have it at the time. So when you get that slid in, so you get that window cut out. Yeah, it's probably fine. There we go. Let's grab the router. We'll get this board cut out of the way. These are nails that missed the stud on the inside, so we just popped them out so that we wouldn't skim them with the router. Okay, I gotta go get the spray. I don't know. You think we'll be okay? No, the rotor wind, the rotor wash off the motor's gonna hit them. I think a fella can get back in here. I don't know. Didn't plan that. I mean, I did when I put them in. Oh, apparently I ran out of nails last time because it didn't nail off all the way too. So that's a concern. We just gotta commit to it. There we go. There we go. Can't see from the sun. Oh, God. Why would you do that to me? Really? That's the spray we get? Come on. That. Okay. You just balance there for a minute. You know, that'll be fine. Just balance there. You guys hold that for me? This still actually looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and pre-stack some shims. Am I crazy or is that not even close? Every round of windows. Well, let's see if what I measured is correct. It was me. I'm the problem. This is the classic measure once, cut 7 times. Why is it the more you do something, the less you do the things you're supposed to do? Like double check measurements. Well, why is that? Smear all that on once the window's in. weep holes around the bottom. That looks a little better. Oh no. There we go. The height is spot on. I'm not sure step 1 and 2 were the best route, but I think we're golden now. Need the ladder to finish the top part of these windows. 3 sides, we got everything nailed, taped, and caught up. Also did our liquid flash on our nail holes, but I've got the top row on all 3 windows I've got to get yet. I don't know how I end up with 1 extra nail. Normally it's the other way around. Normally I'd be 1 nail short. That's fantastic. Storm's coming. I think when I say coming, I think I mean it's here. I think it's here. One last time. Here we go. So now we gotta lower the ladder with the rope. Hammer. Okay. And then pull this down this way, this way. Look at that. That looks good. That looks real good. And they're all taped and finished up. That's fantastic. That makes me feel good. Well, let's see if we can't do a little work on what I think is gonna just change the whole look of this place. These portholes down here before we get stormed out. I'm telling you, the temps dropped at least 10 degrees in the last 10 minutes. That's an exaggeration, in case you were wondering. It feels fantastic. I just started raining. If it's a light rain, we'll be okay. Let's get a, you guys haven't looked back here at it yet. The whole picture. The whole picture. Look at this. I think that looks awesome. So if you remember when we framed this in, we just boxed that out because that was the simplest thing to do in the pour. I was 100% confident, no matter how many measurements we ended up taking, whatever window buck we made for this concrete wall would have been wrong and we'd have been fighting it. So we just made a square with the intention of something like this that Dave made. And then we've got to frame in and fill these gaps behind it. I think the best thing to do to figure out exactly how we need to fill in behind it, let's take a look on the inside real quick. He said he made it plenty long so we could trim some if we needed. This moisture is from the window openings, if you're wondering, but yeah. Yeah, we've got plenty. We've got plenty. How cool is that? So that's what we've got to fill in is these spaces here. So this is our template. What I'm thinking about doing, I've got some treated 3/4 ply left. It's raining a little, but it's been so hot lately that bring it on, you know what I mean? Feels good. So I traced that on here so I could get these triangles as tight as possible, but I guess they don't really have to be, as tight as possible. But let me cut one and show you what I'm thinking. If we put these triangles in here, and I can take, ooh, that would work. Okay, hold on. I can take this, get that all cleaned out. Take that, triangle tight to it like that. Okay. Put that there. I don't know why that wouldn't work. It looks like it fills the space in pretty nicely. That's the goal. We're just getting something solid in those triangles back there. I like this, but it's storming. The rain doesn't bother me, it's the lightning, so we're gonna call it. But that looks awesome. Windows are finished up top. That window's in and done. Oh, I could tape the top real quick. And that window over there is finished. We're golden. I'm stoked. So siding is going to be ordered soon. Hopefully we can start the process getting that on. We've been working on electrical. We've got all the electrical stuff. We've got all the plumbing stuff. We're just working on a little bit at a time. It's like any typical DIY or plumbing project. You get a few steps in and there's one piece missing that you forgot to get that you have to have before you go to the next step. So we're working on that slowly, but eventually we'll have a video on all that coming out. We're also working on the spiral staircase. The machine shop has the template for that top landing, and we got some measurements for some of the railing sections at each landing, so we can get some steel coming for that. Again, we're gonna work on that a little bit at a time, and as we get it installed, and then hopefully one video on all the finishing touches on that spiral staircase. But we're still going on it, chugging along. The next video is gonna be doing a little bit of clearing on our next excavation job, and then after that, I think it's gonna be building some custom implements for the 304. If it's your first Captain Kleeman video, welcome to the channel and welcome to this awesome, awesome project. And if you've been with us since we painted lines on the ground and we came down here with Neil Kof from Neil Kof Dig Drive DIY and got this foundation dug out, check out the progress. Hope you guys are excited about this thing as I am, and I hope you're excited enough that you stay subscribed, you got your notifications turned on, and you tune in for the next one, which should be Thursday. Every Monday and Thursday.